Well, hello there, everyone. How are we doing today? Um, so it is getting a little chillier right now where I am, and chillier means more staying inside and cozy and maybe movies. And I don't know about you guys, but my favorite movie snack is definitely cookie dough. I love a good cookie dough. And so today I am going to be making some edible cookie dough. This is a super simple recipe. It is super delicious. And yeah, uh, three of us in my family really like cookie dough. The fourth one is kind of iffy on it. Um, my husband doesn't eat it a lot, but my son likes it occasionally, depending on his mood. And my daughter and I think it's one of the greatest snacks to have for a movie. And since it is Friday and we normally do a family movie night on the weekends, or we at least try to, I figure why not make up some cookie dough so that way we have some to enjoy. So, the things you're going to need to make this are some flour, and if you are somebody who worries about having um, your flour untreated and things like that, I pop mine in the microwave in a microwave safe bowl for about 45 seconds or until I see that it reaches 180. That is just the safety number I have in my head for myself. But I think it's actually 165. But again, for my head, I put it in at until it reaches 180. And I've already done this and it is cooling while I had gotten the rest of this stuff. And so while this is still cooling, I'm going to move on to everything else. So I also have a phone here with the recipe that I will be linking down below. So along with the flour, which is going to be 1 1/4 cup, but I actually do 1 1/2. And then you need some sugar. And then you need brown sugar. And then you need some milk. And I believe any milk would be fine, but we only carry almond milk in our house. That is the only milk we drink, so we use almond milk for this. And then vanilla and salt. And then you will see what I do with this at the end. So to get started, you are going to do your butter at a room temperature. Again, if you're making this on a whim, I popped my butter in the microwave for about 10 seconds just to kind of soften it up. So you're going to need a 1/2 stick of butter and, or I'm sorry, a 1/2 cup of butter, not a 1/2 stick, a 1/2 cup. And then you need your sugars. So it is a 1/2 cup of sugar, brown sugar. And something else I want to say is that I make the servings I'm giving you right now is something I make. It is the one serving the recipe calls for. And then I just separate it out between the three of us. And then from there, it will actually last us a few days like 7 days and stuff. We keep it in the refrigerator, and yeah. So I got my half a cup of brown sugar, and now I need a fourth of a cup of my other sugar. So, and I am going to cream this together, which is basically just blending it until it is well combined. All right, something else I have done is in the past I have melted my butter completely, and by doing that it helps make it so nothing sprays out at you within your bowl. So that is an option. I just did not do that, but it is not completely creamed together like I would like it normally, but at the same time, I have had it at this consistency, and the more products and stuff I add, the more it all just blends together and makes it so good. So now that we have that in, we are going to add in the salt, or I'm sorry, we're going to add in the vanilla and the milk. So the vanilla is 2. The vanilla is 1 teaspoon. But let's be real. Can we ever have too much vanilla? Because I feel like the answer is no. But here is my 1 teaspoon of vanilla and my 2 tablespoons of milk. And then again, we are just gonna mix it until it is blended in and everything is great. Okay, so now that that is all blended in, you want to add your flour, which I'm going to use this. Because I mixed it in this microwave safe bowl, I do have some flour that is kind of stuck to the bottom. So I'm just going to use a little utensil thing and just kind of scrape it out to get it out from this bowl. And I will be linking the website where I got this recipe in case anybody wants to try it. Also, I would love to mention that this website I got it from doesn't just have a chocolate chip cookie dough, which is the one I'm following. It also has like oatmeal or monster cookies or things like that, just like a variety of different options for you. So if you don't want the standard chocolate chip one, you can follow a different recipe that they have on there. So after I got my flour, I'm adding my half teaspoon of salt and blending that up. And then here comes my favorite part, which your kids can help you with this. My kids do. When they want it, they will make it themselves because it is such a simple recipe. But my favorite part to get them involved in is right about now. So hold tight. So I cleaned up a little bit here, but now comes the fun part, the part that I really like to get my kids involved in, is figuring out what you want in it and doing it. So as you see, I have 3 little containers. My son said he did want some this time. My daughter wanted some, of course, and then myself. So what I do is once I get it all mixed up, and this is what your consistency is going to look like, I just simply separate it into 3 containers, same amount, and that way we know we all are getting the same amount. And like I said, my kids will eat theirs and I will eat mine, and then when it's gone, it's gone. It usually takes us about a week or so to actually go through it, and we just keep it in our refrigerator when we are about to eat it. My daughter said she wants to decorate her own, so I will definitely let her do that. My son said he just wants some chocolate chips in his. Today he's going to be simple and easy. Sometimes he goes for the sprinkles and other things like that, but today he said he just wants chocolate chips. So I am going to pour some chocolate chips in his. He does not want to do it himself. He wanted me to do it. So you want to come sit over here and decorate yours?
Yeah.
And then I will show them
Do you want this?
how you did it. Can you just set it down on the counter for me, please? So my son is just getting chocolate chips. You sit right there. Yep. And you have your chocolate chips, your M&Ms, and anything else you want. You know where the stuff is. You can go ahead and grab it, okay?
Can you have a spoon?
Yeah. 1 second. Let me mix your
It's not-
spreaders.
This is I still keep it the flour. It's not mixed well.
And then all right, so my son's is done now. And this is what his is looking like. And then I will just set it, the lid on, stick it in the refrigerator, and his will be ready for him when he's ready to eat it. For me, I am going to do some protein powder in it. I like adding the protein powder. It does not change the taste, in my opinion. And so I am going to add this protein powder in it. And along with that, I will add some dark chocolate chips as well. And I know you can turn these into like little ball forms. You can shape them. You can do what you want. But for us, we just leave it in a container like this. And then we eat it when we want it. And like I said, when it's gone, it's gone. And I am going to do these dark chocolate chips that I had picked up. Are you done? You are? And this is my daughter's. She is just doing chocolate chips today. Now, normally she does sprinkles like her brother, or she will do chocolate chips. Sometimes, do you put M&Ms in it sometimes? No? What other things do you add in yours? No, I think you've done other stuff in the past.
Yeah, but like not a lot.
No, yeah, you don't do a lot at a time. But occasionally you'll...
Usually I just chocolate chips.
Yeah.
But I think I've done M&Ms at least once.
And they say to use mini chocolate chips, but when you're not making it into little balls, it honestly does not matter. it just goes in. And then I mix the protein powder and the chocolate chips together. And then voila. Bless you. All right, so the only thing different that I have that my kids don't have is the protein powder. And they used the mini chocolate chips, and I used normal size chocolate chips. But this is ready. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but now you can do what we do and we stick it in the fridge to get cold, or you can eat it right now once it's made. So it is all up to you. But that is one of the greatest cookie dough recipes I have ever had. I do not recommend putting your flour, if you're going to cook it, in the oven. I have done that before and it had like a burnt taste to it. So that's why I do it in the microwave instead of the oven. But yeah, that is the cookie dough recipe. So comment below, let me know if you are a fan of eating cookie dough or what your favorite movie snack is. But I'm going to let you go so I can finish getting more movie snack stuff around. So until next time.